Nolan Smith is the new assistant basketball coach for the University of Memphis. I'm so happy for Nolan. Glad he's getting a fresh start. Got a pretty raw deal leaving Louisville. Got blamed for a lot of stuff that wasn't his fault. He was just a scapegoat. And I'm glad to see that another valuable college basketball team sees his value and is willing to give him that opportunity. Great dude. Um, and I saw a snarky little tweet earlier that was like, "Well, I bet Jeremy Wommon's the biggest Memphis basketball fan now." I'm not a Memphis basketball fan at all, but Nolan's like my brother. What's up, Tom? He's one of the greatest people I've ever met. The fact that his name and his personality and just his being has been questioned, especially by some of the people in like. I expect fans to act snarky and stuff, and that's fine. That's your right. But to see some of the people, what's up, Brian? To see some of the people in positions where I know Brent, um, but to see some of the people that are in the position to spread the word, just be negative about somebody who loves Louisville, about somebody that like didn't have the things to do with it. And let's just think about it like this: there are people on. What's up, Robert? Let's just say, hold on. Let me open up. Let me pop a cold one. Not a sponsor. Um, West Keys in the building. What's up, Aaron? Okay, fair enough, Brent. Mike Hughes, what's good? Saying hello from Richmond, Virginia. Saying hello from Louisville. Appreciate you. Um, Here's the thing: there's speculation out there that Nolan got Kenny fired. That's false. There's speculation out there that says Nolan sent the letter to Memphis that got these other coaches fired. Also false. But let's play devil's advocate. Let's say he did. I didn't know that Nolan Smith was strong enough to be able to have that kind of power to fire everybody in his way just to get a job. Like that's just ridiculous. And honestly, I've got friends who have been pretty harsh on Nolan, and they know that Nolan's my friend. They know, and I have tried not to discuss that situation with them because I don't want to. And Nolan's told me, man, don't get into an argument over me. What happened happened. I'm in Memphis now. I wish I could have stayed. But here's what I'll say, and then I want to leave it alone. And no one misses you too, Aaron. Walter says Atlanta in the house coming up for the game. Sweet. Is the Sprite bottle the connection to the old Penny commercials? That's so hilarious. I forgot about those. No, just a coincidence. Grab the Sprite Zero Sugar. Um, it came up here to do this quick. Well, not quick. It won't be quick. Obviously, y'all know how I am. I start talking and I don't shut up most of the time. Uh, but yeah, Nolan's one of the greatest people on earth. So anybody that hates him or spews hate about him every day, just stop. There's no reason. Like he's not even mad. Like there's one person in particular, and I'm not going to say his name because again, he's a friend of mine, but has uh, just been bashing Nolan, and I'm like, you don't, you don't know him on a personal level. Just don't. That's not the. I would not attach myself to somebody who was a horrible person. And if I found out they were a horrible person, I would disconnect myself from that situation. But there's just too many variables here at Louisville that can, if you're smart, you can tell who the actual leak was here. And the reports have been rumored about Memphis for 3 months, long before any letters were sent. So, I mean, let's cut that out. Cardinal Companion. Oh, what's good, Cardinal Companion? Well, yeah, and that's absolutely. I couldn't have said it better. There was a lot of stuff behind the scenes. And if y'all have listened to my show, I've told you all a bunch of stuff, and then y'all been like, well, that didn't come out publicly. And I'm like, well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff they don't want to come out publicly. Or the misnomer that we weren't recruiting when I went with Nolan on a couple of recruiting trips. Danny and Nolan were recruiting the entire year last year. And there's this misnomer that we didn't recruit. No, Kenny just refused to let them publicize it. There were so many times where somebody, I won't say their name, up at U of L was like, man, you should just say, forget it and go ahead and let the people know. The people need to get excited. So it's almost like Brian Davis was good. It's so weird. I would never in a million years think that Kenny came here to sabotage the University of Louisville. But there are some sabotage-ish actions that he's had. And the fact he didn't want the community to get excited about recruiting. He didn't really let his assistant coaches do the press conferences like most other schools do. It's crazy. It is what it is. No, it is a blessing and a curse. And look, there's so much stuff I would love to tell you all right now that I can't unless y'all send me a Zelle for $9,999.99. If I can get 4 or 5 of those, yeah, I'll tell all. I can't be bought, I guess is the word. Win the Powerball, shoot me a couple mil, and we'll get it done. Robert, I haven't heard anything on his. I have asked. I've reached out to members up there, and I have not got an answer yet. Let's see. As you all know, shout out to my guy Lance McGarvey who announced this week. Listen, I'm gonna give a couple shout outs before we get into the meat of the things. Shout out to Lance McGarvey. He announced that this was going to be his last season being the PA for Lynn Family Stadium. Absolutely. Look, I could Cardinal Companion. I could be bought. Just I've got a Zelle, a PayPal. No, well, maybe I could be. As Bob Barker would say, the price would have to be right. Brian says 55 bring home a win Saturday. I'm going to miss the game going to Bristol. That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. But no, shout out to Lance McGarvey. And then I want to give a special shout out to a guy that I've just started within the last year to become acquaintances with. I would consider us on the stage 1 friendship. My guy Sterling Riggs out at WDRB announced this morning he put in his 2 weeks notice this week and is going to be a dad and be a family man. And I could not be more happy. I will miss all the fun stuff. He really helps make that show in the morning from 5 to 10 on WDRB. It's the best morning show out there. I would hop on, but I'm currently at Four Pegs getting lunch. Speaking of Four Pegs, I'm kind of mad that you didn't why didn't you tell me to meet you for lunch at Four Pegs, Wes? But Four Pegs is one of the sponsors here of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, live at 55 and 55 clips, and CardinalSportsZone.com. But great food, great people. Let's see. Can we get a go Cods to the ladies on kicking some kitty cat arse tonight? I hope so. We've handled teams in the top 10 less talented than them. The thing with volleyball is one of those sports where and the only reason I know this, I wasn't a big volleyball fan until about 2005. And one of my best friends growing up, he grew up about 4 or 5 houses down from me, started dating one of the volleyball players up at U of L, and we went to every game. And it was electric. And those teams, they feed off the home crowds. I think that's the reason we went up and laid an egg versus I think it was Penn State earlier in the week last week, because sometimes it's the home court advantage that really helps fuel those ladies, which is I guess is awesome that we will, if we play as well as we have so far, knock on wood. We're hosting throughout the entire NCAA tournament here. As long as we get a top seed, we'll host. So, and I feel like that's going to happen. Okay, fair enough, Wes. Aaron says you lost connection driving. Was there any news? No. I have asked multiple people up there, not going to answer back. No. But yeah, shout out to Lance McGarvey, the GOAT. Shout out to Sterling Riggs. Shout out to Nolan Smith. Shout out to Higgy. Higgy getting a new job, and they don't have a buffet, so I'm really kind of confused as to why he's getting a new job. But look, we're here to talk about whatever y'all want to for the next 10 minutes. I don't want to step on. I've got multiple friends that go on the air at 3 o'clock. I don't want to step on any of their toes. I really should have started this earlier, but we got about 11 minutes left. Let's talk a little bit. Let's get into this weekend's game. No. In my last shout out, I was like, I know there was something else I'm forgetting. Our guy Dalton Pence is going to be debuting a new show on this exact, so you won't have to worry about anything if you're subscribed to these tweets and notifications, not tweets. You will be notified when he goes live as well. Well, I don't think he's doing his live, but you'll be notified when the episode goes live. But it's around the ACC with DP that premieres at some point on Friday. We haven't got a premiere time nailed down yet, but it'll debut sometime Friday. And then Friday night at 10:05, it's your normal weekly pregame dose of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. And it's late hours, so we kind of get a little edgier on the after hours pod there. And then Sunday at 1 p.m., we will talk, recap the victory over Georgia Tech. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Knock on wood. What's up, Mike? And we'll have a good time. I'm trying to get some more of the people at CSZ to come up with some more ideas for shows. We've got a lot of photographers that I feel like could probably put a good show together. Higgy could put you got the Beard Meets Food and the Katrina Eats Kilos girl that go around the country with the food competitions. What if Higgy Eats Hamburgers is a show? I feel like Biggie got the burgers or something like that. I feel like it could be a good show. So we're looking for more stuff. We've already got Live with 55, Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. I come to you all. Actually, this was supposed to be a 55 clips episode, and I accidentally threw the wrong graphic up, so I had to go ahead and commit to it. Tony, what's good? But we've got, so as of now, we've got the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, Live with 55 clips, and now around the ACC with DP. And I feel like that's something that, so when we were only audio, the only audio version we had, so 3 years ago, right before my dad got sick, we had this show called Game Day Prep. It was audio only, but we talked to our favorite ACC members or beat writers from whoever we were playing that week. We talked to a beat writer from that school, had them on, had a great time. What I'm hoping is that he starts to do that as well. Let me see real quick. Our guys. Oh yeah, nobody cares about that. Shout out to my guys out of Shoot 360. I went up there. We got new polos for the Cardinal Sports Zone team. The ones that go out, the ones that are seen on shows, the ones that are at press conferences, any of that stuff. And I went up to Shoot 360 to deliver Blake, our guy Blake. He works up there for Peyton. And I went up there, and of course, Peyton's on vacation. I guess he needs to get as many vacations out of the way as he can. Now, I don't know that he's on vacation. He may be. He's not in town, though. But I walk in, I immediately see Russ Smith, Chris Jones, Dante Smith, Alhaji Muhammad, Chris Burke. I don't want to leave anybody out because I've seen a whole bunch of people up there. Rondo was up there, said hi to him. I'll never have had a bad experience with him. Known him my whole life. Let's see who else. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Leroy Hickerson. Yeah, saw Leroy. So they're up there hooping Mondays and Wednesdays and stuff. So had a good time up there hanging out with them and delivering the goods. So that was a fun time for today. I'm trying to get y'all to talk to me. Y'all have any other questions? If not, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Brady Bruce in the crib. What's good, Brady? One of my favorite people. One of my favorite follows. I mean, let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I have forgotten to talk about. I don't think so. Um, so we'll just end it with this, and I'll let y'all get y'all's questions in for the next 3 or 4 minutes, and I'll answer every one of them till I hop off here. Um, again, this Friday, 10:05 p.m. CSZ After Dark. We will be here. Me, Joey, Sam, and Sean. At least we'll be here, and we always have a good time. Some of the people at the table might be a little inebriated when we do the show, but it makes for a good fun. I'm not gonna say who, Sean. No, it's not Sean for sure, but or me or Joey. But no, I'm just kidding. But we have a good time Friday nights, and then Sunday at 1 p.m. We throw in our favorite NFL game here in the background at the new CSZ Studios. Which one of these days, after I get this latest piece by Tony Viscardi, I'm going to show y'all a live feed of the. You can pretty much see if you look. I want to see a game of horse between CSZ. That's not fair though, but I do too. You know what, Aaron? Forget I said that's not fair. I would love to see a game of horse between CSZ members. Even with my abdomen being messed up like it is from those surgeries last year, I could still dominate Sean and Sam and pretty much anybody else. What colors are Louisville wearing this Saturday? The uniform report has not come out yet, so I don't know. But if you'll stay tuned to the website, to the Twitter, we'll put out the uniform report. That's Sean's responsibility. Just putting him on blast. It is what it is. But look, again, Friday at 10:05, Monday, or I'm trying to give us new show times. Friday at 10:05, Sunday at 1 p.m. It's going to be fun. We always have a good time, and we appreciate all of you all joining in with us. Make sure you all go to the Collision Course Crew tailgate. It's behind the El Nepal, 2745 Crittenden Drive. Go say hi to our friends Bill, Garrett, Rhino, Craig, Kevin, in the converted, okay, I'll stop saying, and Doc, and shout out, rest in peace, our guy Carrito. He always was at the Collision Course Crew tailgate. He's got a seat there permanently, from what I understood, in his honor. So that's pretty awesome. So yeah, make sure you are going and checking that out. They appreciate donations while they're there. Don't be a chooch and eat up their food and walk away, and don't give no money. I always try to give $5 to $10, whatever I have, I give to them. Shout out to all of our fine sponsors while we're talking about them: Fitness Market, Four Pegs, the Collision Course Crew guys, Yeet, Cherry Pick and Shoot 360, Mossy Oak, Planet Fitness, Rally House. For sponsorship opportunities, look at the bottom left-hand corner. That's the email you can reach me at. As always, we're on all the social media. You can find that underneath one of my chins in the bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, if you've not listened to all the episodes of our podcast, you can go to our YouTube page, which is at Cardinal Sports Zone, and check them all out. Or you can go to cardinalsportszone.com to check out only the CSZ podcast. I don't know why it's set up like that, but it is. So, and check out our exclusives there. Shout out to everybody who's out there sharing the podcast. We appreciate you guys. 502 Circle, I love what they're doing with the goal line with Bilal Powell, keeping it 100. They had Quincy Riley on last night, so that's been awesome. To watch them grow. Hopefully, the Louisville live stream will be back in some capacity very, very soon. Stay tuned to our social media and subscribe to us on YouTube to be alerted anytime we go live. Look, I don't know what else to say. We'll see you guys Friday night at 10:05. Dalton's show will be live on the site sometime on Friday. I hope you all enjoy the rest of the week. Let's see what else we got. White helmet, white face mask with Heisman Bird is what Brian wants to see. Wes Key says the Heisman Bird helmets. So the helmets have been shown. That's right. They showed a little sticker thing. Watch Keeping It 100 with the players. It's fire. Yeah, I love it. It's been pretty entertaining so far. I mean, it's no Jeremy Wyman podcast, but it's all right. It's all right. But white helmet, white face, man. Oh yeah. I forgot they showed the little. We're adding a sticker video on Twitter last night. So, do we have a chance with Jealous? Hopefully, that's not Jelly Roll's son, because I'll make sure we don't get that commit. Anthony, you're going to have to, before we hop off here, which I'm about to hop off here in about 35 seconds or so, you'll have to remind me. I have to see first and last names. I don't know why. I'm not really sure. Is that the guy that is down to us in Alabama with? I thought it was Jemison for some reason. Sprite, zero sugar. Not a sponsor. Tasty, though. Tasty and cold. All right, guys. If y'all have any other questions, hit me up on Twitter at Jeremy_CSZ. And as I said earlier, you can find us on the YouTube. Jemison. Okay, maybe that's who he's talking about. That could be who he's talking about. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Well, I've been told it's a 2-team race. It's us and Alabama, and that there's definitely a shot. But the people I've talked to think right now it's leaning the other way. So we'll see. I want to see something real quick. Let me throw this other graphic up because I think I messed my graphics up. Yeet. Yeah. Okay, they are. Anyway, that's all the time we have for today. I appreciate you guys. As always, hit me up anytime on the DMs. I'm here for y'all 24 hours a day. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, this has been Live with 55. Y'all take care and go Cards. Is that an L? It looks like an L. Well, whatever.
And you take them home. When they ring the bells, you know that it's home. The bar is set, we setting the tone. If we set it, then set it in stone. Now sit in the seat and set up your phone. You